Hello there, I'm Joseph.
And I'm Mariana.
And today we're not on our cherry farm in Fundão. We're not too far away though, we're about 10 minutes from Fundão. And we're on a friend's farm and they're looking at selling their farm. So I thought I'd show all of you guys, and it's got quite a nice few assets to it. This farm, it's got a little house that does need quite a lot of work doing to it. It's got an irrigation tank which is full to the brim. It's got its own pine forest, so enough wood for a wood burner for the winter and everything. And it's got some absolutely marvellous, smashing views of the Serra da Estrela, the highest mountain on mainland Portugal. So we're going to have a look round and show you everything it's got to offer. Also, it's got absolutely oodles and oodles of cherry trees and some apple trees as well. So yeah, let's go look. Okay, so we've just walked down and we've had a little look around all the fruit trees and everything, and my word, is there a lot of fruit trees. I mean, just walking past this big, beautiful fig tree here, absolutely gorgeous. And then when we come around the corner, we've got this beautiful little tiny house here. It's absolutely gorgeous. You can see the two chimneys there. We've got this chimney here, which comes to an outdoor bread oven. And look at that roof as well, look. That is not an old roof. The house is pre-1951, so it means that it can be licensed for habitation, everything, it is licensed for habitation, sorry. And that chimney there goes to, you can store all your wood up here, and that goes to the bread oven there. So you can make yourself some nice bread or maybe a pizza or something like that, so that would be fantastic, that would. And right behind us here, we've got the door to the log store, so you can store all of your logs in there. There's a nice big log store in there, so that's fantastic. And then we're going to go in here now and take a little look round. Right, yeah, here we are. So there's the log store there that I was just saying about. And then as you come in here, calmly, sister, come in here, and obviously the house does need quite a bit of work doing to it, but it's not that bad. The walls are all fantastic. The roof is all brand new. So as you come in here, you've got the main lounge, and yeah, absolutely gorgeous. You've got two rooms here off to the side that both used to be small bedrooms. That could be opened right up through here to make one larger bedroom. And there's a hay store. I'm just about to show you it. Look at that window there, gorgeous. I'm just about to show you it in the next room over. There's a hay store on the other side of the building, and that's all part of the footprint of the build. So that could be made into part of the house. So as we come through here, it's a bit dark in here. Let me get my torch. So here we are as we come into here. You've got a door here that leads up to the loft. Up to the loft there. So that goes up there. And it's a nice big loft, an open loft that runs the length of the house. And then you've got a little tiny bedroom or whatever this used to be used for in here. And through there you can see the old hay store. So that's absolutely marvellous, and that makes it a long old room. We're going to go take a look through there after the house, so you'll be able to see the actual length of it. It's a nice sized house when you take into consideration the hay store. Without the hay store, it's not a very big house. It's a bit of a tiny house, but yeah, if you were to build onto that, it would be a fair size. So then look at this view out here. Wow. So you've got all your tangerines there, and that old wall here that runs here, that's the old pig pen. So downstairs, down there, you've got the doors. We'll go around and we'll take a look at that. You've got the old pigsty in there, so that's absolutely marvellous. And there's the pine trees on the road where we come in and walk down to the house. Absolutely fantastic. Beautiful little house. This would be a very nice house for someone who wants to live maybe in a bit of isolation up on the mountain somewhere, but yeah, but it's only about 10 minutes drive from Fundão, which is a main town, so it's not not that far. And look at this. This is a nice little. This would have been the kitchen, so the fireplace would have been used for the cooking and whatnot, I'm sure. But yeah, wow, look at that. Needs the new roof inside and everything. But yeah, and then a window in here too, and that looks out, like I was saying, above the pigsty. So this used to be the pigsty. Not sure if you'd want them right below your kitchen window, but yeah. Look at that, and there's the Gardenia Mountain over there. So we're on the north side of the Gardenia here, so really, really pretty. Rightio. Let's go look at the hay store. Let's go. Okay, so leaving the house, we have got the log store here. How do I open? Just like that. There we go. There is inside the log store. Bit dark, sorry, but yeah, there is all the logs stored up there. So that's quite a big log store. You'd probably want to keep that. I think that just shuts like that. You'd probably want to keep that as a log store or a tool store or something like that, I guess. And then if we come around the corner here, we have got the first outbuilding, which could be incorporated into the house, reconstructing it. This one is the old hay store. I'm not going to walk in because the floorboards look relatively old, and you can see light through there, so it obviously goes downstairs. Oh, there, there's the door. I didn't see that. So yeah, this is the old hay store, the hay loft. Fantastic, and that's an old stone wall. Look at that. Wow, gorgeous, gorgeous. There's that window that come in from the other bedroom. So this can all be incorporated into the footprint of the actual living area. Do that, Mariana, you watch out. There we go, and now we come round here to the second outbuilding. So many fruit trees. Look at these. Obviously they're lacking a bit of care. They need a bit of TLC, but yeah, cherry, fig. Look at the size of that cherry there. They're absolutely gorgeous. And as we come around the side of the hayloft there, we can come around here. Look at that view. Wow. Beautiful. And the farmland goes down into the dip there, and that's where the boundary line is. Right up to them tall pine trees up there. What have we got in here, Mariana? This is the other side of the hayloft, I believe.
Yeah.
Whoop. Here we go. So we've got log store down the bottom, and there's that door that we opened up there with the house. The indoors of the house there, but this could all be incorporated into the main house itself, and that would make it a rather large build. It's much cooler in here than what it is out there. It's warm out there. Yeah. Let's go have a look. Okay, once we come out of there, I've just been informed that this first building here was for the donkey. This was the donkey's house. Uburu. So yeah, the donkey used to live in here many years ago. Now they've got some tools in here, but yeah. And then as we come out of here,
we have another one.
As we leave the donkey's house and we come in here, this one was for sheep and goats. Slightly larger, they must have had a few more sheep and goats, I guess. Beautiful rock wall, look at that. And there's Mariana at the door.
Hi.
So yeah, madroño, strawberry fruit tree. And we've got this nice tangerine tree here. Look, even got some tangerines growing on it. They're not ready yet. End of the year they'll be ready. And then as we come in, we've got this rock wall here that comes round. This was the pigsty. Here was the gate here. And as we enter the pigsty here, this was where the pig lived in here. But the door's locked to that one, so we can't get in there, unfortunately. But yeah, that's where the pig used to live. So this, you all right, Mariana?
Yes.
Do you need a hand?
Thank you.
So yeah, this farm needs a fair bit of TLC. It needs a family to come and live here, or a young couple to come and live here and treat all of the trees and care for them and everything. But one thing you have got here is water. Got quite a lot of water, and there's a beautiful tank that we passed as we come in. So I'm going to go up now and have a look at that tank. And apparently it's lovely drinking water, so I think I'm going to go and have a glass because I am sweating. It's hot. Let's go. Okay, so we've just left the house there and viewed all of the outbuildings and everything, and it's a nice house. It's got quite a lot of size. It doesn't look it when you first go in, but yeah, when you take into account the outbuildings, which of course make up the footprint, and due to its age, it can be a habitational house. So that's really quite something. And then if we go over here, I've lost where I am. Yeah. And then if we come over here, we've got a borehole, which not loads and loads of farms have. So it's a nice addition. It's 93 meters deep, this borehole. So it's got a lot of water. So that's really good for the farm. And all of this water would feed the house, and it's good for drinking. And you can see over there all of the cherry trees. They need a lot of cleaning up and pruning and whatnot, but that can be done quite quickly. It's a nice cloudy day today. And you can see the Serra da Estrela mountain over there as well, where we were a couple of weeks ago on one of our videos. Yeah, gorgeous. Chestnut tree there, look at that. There is so many fruit trees here. This farm is 4.6 hectares, so nearly 4.5 hectares. It's in between there, 4.6 hectares. And it's got a lot. It's got about a hectare of forestry right at the tip top of the land as well. There. And the nearest village, and on the way to Fundão, is just behind the forestry, maybe a 15-20 minute walk that way. So so it's not a fire risk at all, because you've got the village, then the forestry, then your farm. So it's not a fire risk at all. And there's no roads in there, so you don't get people chucking cigarettes or broken glass or anything that could cause a fire risk. So a nice little addition to the farm there. And all of the wood up there, it's all pine and bay. I was just smelling some bay leaves over there a minute ago, absolutely gorgeous, and cork oaks and things like that. And yeah, really nice, and good firewood as well. Obviously, the cork oak is a protected tree; you can't burn those, but all of the pine and everything makes for wonderful firewood. Now I'm going to go up to the irrigation tank and have a drink, because it's hot. Yeah, let's go have a drink. When you walk up here, you can see all of these beautiful fruit trees. Of course, like I said, they're a bit old. They do need some TLC, but you've got an apple here. All of these cherry trees, absolutely gorgeous. This private track that comes in, that could be calçaded, so like cobblestoned, or shingle or gravel could be laid down, and it'd make a wonderful entrance, absolutely wonderful entrance. And it's all drivable. It's perfect. It's rock, so it's not slippy like mud or anything. It is a rock entrance. But yeah, lots of olive trees too. And I was told over there just now that in the stalls at the bottom there, like I said, there's a pigsty, the sheep and goat house, and then the donkey house as well underneath the living area of the house. And yeah, they used to have a lot of animals on this farm. Apparently, they used to have like 200, 300 or more sheep, which is nuts. They obviously didn't all live inside those little stores. They must have had outside buildings, wooden lean-to shelters or something for them. But yeah, lots of animals. But yeah, we're on the where's the house? The house is through here. The house is through here somewhere. So the level down there, the terrace down there, because this farm is all terraced. It's all terraced, going down to the lowest point, which is down there, and it's all terraced up here. So we're on one of the middle terraces there. The highest terraces are all up that way, lowest down there. So this middle terrace here is called the tank terrace, because as we walk over there, we've got the irrigation tank, and then the terrace beneath this is the house terrace. The house is over there. So yeah, you walk along here about 100 meters or so, I guess. Look at all of those apples. It's a shame they weren't picked. Look at all of those. Lots of apples. And as you come here, this beautiful water mine. All the frogs jumping in there. Dragonfly. A few dragonflies. And yeah, you've got this water mine that runs all year long. We're in what are we? The beginning of September right now. And the water is tip top, full to the brim. So when you've got your irrigation tank full to the brim in September, you know that it runs all year round. You're not going to be wanting water here. So with a 93 meter deep borehole, which feeds the house all year round with water, this tank here, you've got the key to life there. Water, you've got it on your farm, so at your fingertips, at your disposal. And with all of the fruit trees that are here, you know that once upon a time they really were running a big fruit production here. They had almonds, chestnuts, hazelnuts, I was told, lots of figs. I can see the figs over there. Apples. We've got an apricot tree above the tank here. Absolutely fantastic. Loquat, plum, fruit. Oh, there was a whole tangerine grove, I think it was. There was a big fruit production going on here. So yeah, it'd be quite a nice farm for somebody. But yeah, once brought around, this is going to make someone an absolutely fantastic farm. A very nice farm indeed.
Tá bonito. Isto é mais de 2 metros de fundo.
Ah, é?
É, está enterrado.
Ah, é bué da fundo.
Não caia lá para dentro. Senão...
Ah, vocês iam-me apanhar, então que
sabe
dois.
nadar. Sabe nadar, não sabe?
Ah, mais ou menos como a prega.
Então...
Obrigado, obrigado.
De nada.
É muito bom a água, muito bom.
É muito bom. É água de nascente, vem da serra.
Água de nascente, é perfeita. É.
Vem da mina.
Obrigado.
Que isto tem uma mina.
Não há vida nem há idade já para isso. Ele era bom. Claro.
Okay, so we're just walking the limit of the farm now, the boundary, and look at this big cork oak behind me here. Look at that. That must be, I don't know, I dread to think how long that's been around on this earth. That's got a few stories to tell, I'm sure. That must be a couple of 100 years old. Wow. Just so you can gauge how big it is. There's been all wild boar here as well, so rather slippery on the floor. They've been eating acorns and whatnot. So you can gauge how big that is. Look at the size of that thing. Absolutely massive. Wow. And I've not got small hands. That's crazy. And here's the boundary edge here. Absolutely beautiful, this farm. Really, really stunning. Obrigado.
Não, mais saborosa.
Mas já viu que há aí na figueira?
Já vi que há ali seco,
Ai,
seco e farinha.
Carradas e carradas. Esta é boa.
Okay, we're now back on our farm, and what a lovely morning that was, walking around that beautiful farm. Anyone who buys that farm, they're going to be pleased, I'm sure. That's a really nice place. Beautiful views, absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, we're back on our farm now, and it's been a rather wet week. It's been really rather poor. Today's the best day, but the farm really does need this rainfall. It's been lacking rainfall for a few months now, obviously in the summer. And I've made a couple of drinks up. I've made a coffee for me, and I've made some milk for the two little orphan lambs. So I'm gonna go give them their milk now, have a drink myself, and then I guess we'll have to find a job or two inside the house. It's a bit too wet to work outside today, so yeah, we'll go find something inside the house. Yeah, let's go. come, Lou. Up you come. Good girl. Okay, we're now back in the farmhouse. We're in the kitchen, and if you've been watching our videos for a while, you might remember a video that I put out where me and my brother-in-law Lloyd were jarring up some of these weather-damaged cherries that we had about the later half of May, and that was the tail end of our cherry harvest. And we had quite a lot of rain and a lot of wind, and unfortunately a lot of weather-damaged cherries. Well, we tried to put a lot of them to good use and make them into cherry liqueurs. So I've got here about a litre, I suppose, about a litre of aguardent with some nice sweet cherries in here. Here I've got about another litre with some sweet cherries and brandy, and in this one I've got some sloes with some gin. So we're not going to do that one today because they're not quite ready yet. But these two are ready. They need to go into the bottles. So I've got here a funnel, a filter, the bottles, the bottle tops, and I've got some pourers as well. And these pourers, they have the holes where you pop them in the top of the bottle there. And when you're pouring, that allows air into the bottle. And that means that you get a nice controllable, steady stream of liqueur going into your glass. So let's get them bottled, yeah. Okay, that's another week over and done with on the farm. We haven't had a very productive week really on the farm this week. We haven't had that much to do. We haven't got very much done. It's been quite wet and quite drizzly, which has been a really nice, refreshing change, and it's been absolutely fantastic for the ground. All the grasses are going to grow, and all the sheep are going to be happy with that. I'm certain. But yeah. We did, however, get to view that absolutely spectacular Quinta, and that's about 10 minutes from Fundão, and it's going to be an absolutely wonderful buy for whoever wants to buy that farm. What else have we done? We've obviously been doing the lambs and the animals and everything like that, and the lambs are now getting nice and big and strong, and they're looking really good. We've bottled up some of that fantastic cherry liqueur that we made in the springtime, and yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you all again next week, and thank you very much to the Patreons as well, because it really is because of you guys that I can continue to make this content. So thank you very much, and see you all again next week. Thanks. Bye.